Hello again, it's Miss Ferguson. This is our second video, Introduction to English Composition 1, and I wanted to give you a brief overview of our syllabus. You'll notice in the first video I showed you on Canvas that there's several links where you can find different aspects of our syllabus, again from its weekly schedule to the methods of evaluation to the policies and procedures. And I know sometimes that print version of the syllabus can be overwhelming for some students. So I wanted to give you a more visual version of our syllabus, and you'll notice there's not as much text, but I'm going to try to elaborate upon our policies and procedures in as much detail as possible. But as always, if you have any questions that I don't address the answers to in this slideshow, you need to email me or to call me, and I'll be happy to answer those. Now, first thing, I do want to give you a little information about myself because I know you want to know who your teacher is. Again, my name is Ashley Summerall Ferguson. You may call me Miss Ferguson. I even have had former students endearingly call me Miss Fergie. My husband's nickname is Ferg, so I guess through marrying him, I have adopted a nickname. So I will answer to Miss Ferguson or Miss Fergie. As far as just about my personal life, I grew up in Ellisville, Mississippi. I think most people know that region now because of the very popular film Free State of Jones with Matthew McConaughey. It kind of brought a little more infamy to the region. After I finished high school, I actually stayed in Ellisville to attend Jones Junior College, which has now been renamed Jones College. And I stayed there a year. While I was there, I was on the dance team, so the kick line and also the choir, so I was very actively involved. But it felt like the 13th grade to me because I knew almost everyone in my classes and on campus. So I decided to go ahead and transfer to Mississippi State. And I finished in 2000 with my degree in English education at Mississippi State. And I decided to stay on at Mississippi State and get my master's degree in English literature. I was very lucky when I was at Mississippi State. I was able to be a teaching assistant. Now, at Mississippi State, you don't assist, you actually teach. So I was about 21 years old teaching developmental English and English Composition 1 to like 18 and 19-year-olds. So that was kind of an interesting transition that matured me really quickly. My last semester of college, I actually drove to Meridian Community College and taught a night class 2 nights a week. And after I graduated from Mississippi State with my master's degree, I did teach at several other community colleges. I taught for a year in East Mississippi Community College. They have a branch in Mayhew, which is about 15 minutes from Starkville. And then also I taught for a year at Hines Community College in Jackson. I'm not really an urban person who enjoys traffic, so I decided to relocate from Jackson, and of course I moved to the coast. As far as my time at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College, the irony is I dislike the beach, so I'm not on the coast for the Mississippi beaches. I'm here for my job. I really enjoy teaching. I have been a teacher at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College for 16 years, really 16 and a half. I'm just not rounding up. And I've been a teacher for 17 years, so I do enjoy my life as an educator. However, I do have other aspects of my life. You'll notice I have a photo of my husband, Jason. I also have 2 beautiful sons, Ian and Rowan, who are 11 and 9. And also I love, sci-fi. You'll notice I particularly love Star Wars. Unfortunately, in my older office, I have a collection of Yoda, because I love Yoda memorabilia. My husband's last birthday gift to me was, of course, the child from The Mandalorian, so I added to my collection. So if you ever want to talk Star Wars or sci-fi, enjoy those topics. Moving on, because I know you want to find out more about the class. In my last message, I did give you my contact information, but I do want you to know that it's listed here in the PowerPoint version of the slide as well. Again, if you ever have questions, especially since we're doing more of a high flex schedule where I'm not going to see you in person as much as I normally would, email me, call me. I will be happy to communicate with you and help you with any assignments or answer any questions. So please do so. I really want it to be an open door. I don't want this, computer screen to be a black mirror that's a wall separating us. I want us to have this connection. And you can stop by my office, but we will have to socially distance, which might be talking in the hallway at a 6 feet distance. Somebody said an alligator's distance, which we'll have an alligator's distance. Or if you want to meet outside if the weather's nice, that's fine with me. But if we do meet inside, you do need to have your mask on, and I will, of course, have my mask on as well. As I mentioned, if you're looking for me, remember I do have a temporary office in the STEM building, room 123, and my permanent office is in the Learning Resources Center 132. And you can find me at either location and during these office hours, okay? But remember, Fridays are completely office hours. So if you ever have intensive questions that you need a lot of help on with assignments, Fridays are probably going to be the best day for us to meet. As far as attendance, as I mentioned, and I want to emphasize this again because you might have fast forwarded through that, first video. Remember, high flex means hybrid flexible. So we're a Monday, Wednesday, Friday class, but because of COVID-19, we're doing things a bit non-traditionally. If we're a large class, okay, we will meet on Monday or Wednesday. I'll split the class up into, again, Team Blue and Team Gold. Team Blue would meet on Mondays, Team Gold would meet on Wednesdays, and Fridays you would have to work online. And that would be if you choose the first option where you actually physically want to attend class. If we have a small class, the first option would also work, and we will meet on Mondays and Wednesdays as a small class. But in both those scenarios, make sure you bring your mask to wear on campus because I will also be wearing a mask as well. Your second option is you can complete the course completely online, okay? Third option is you can, again, do a more hybrid route, which is a traditional hybrid route. You could come to class if we have a small class on Mondays and Wednesdays, or we have a big class, you could come on Monday or Wednesday. If you ever miss, then do your work online. So just understand, I know we have a lot of what ifs right now, but we're still in the middle of registration, and I wanted you to kind of understand several of the possibilities we might have. So when you come to class on Friday, or if you don't come to class on Friday, if you choose to do it online, you can see what the options are and how the class is going to be, organized. And if you have any questions about the organization, if I haven't communicated those, please contact me. Now, attendance in any of those options, you have to participate. You have to, of course, complete all the assignments on their due dates. And not only the major assignments, if there's reading assignments, if there's, videos, lectures I want you to view, you need to ensure that you complete those. And I can see on my Canvas page how many hours you're on the Canvas page, how many pages you viewed. So you need to have participation. If you're not logging into Canvas, especially on those Fridays when I assign, work for you to complete on Canvas, then that is a failure of participation. And sadly, if you don't participate, I will send you kind of a cautionary warning email that you need to kind of get back into participating in the course. But if you fail to participate, sadly, you will be dropped from the course. So make sure to keep up with your work. Print out those checklists, as I mentioned, to help you keep up with this new schedule. Because I know this new normal is overwhelming for all of us. So hopefully those checklists will help you to not forget any assignments. Okay. Again, I know that you want to know about what assignments we're going to be doing this semester. Okay. Let me move this up just a little bit so you can see. Okay. Sorry about that. As far as the assignments, these are the major assignments we're going to have this semester. I did overview these in that first video. So just make sure to keep up with these kind of assignments. These are your major assignments that are a major portion of your grade. I do have on the next few slides kind of an overview of each of these. I'm not going to go into a huge amount of detail because as you're, watching this video, you can pause and read these slides. So let me go back to these slides. I have a slide about the test essays. I list each of the types of rhetorical strategies we're going to be writing this semester, and they are 11.25 each, okay? Also, this is the rubric that I will be using to grade all of your test essays, okay? Extra credit, you will have an opportunity to receive extra credit this semester, and you have 3 options, okay? First, we have a wonderful learning lab that offers tutoring in all subject areas, but we do have a learning lab instructor, and I'm going to go to the next slide real quick, Mr. Ivan Filipoff, and I'm going to make this smaller so you can see all of his information. You can call or make an appointment via email with him if you want to sit down with him ever to receive tutoring. Also, he can do this virtually through WebEx. You can always email or, scan or photograph and email your graded essay. It can be any of our 3 graded test essays this semester. And he will essentially do tutoring with you, and he'll either give you a slip of paper or sign on your essay, and you'll send me verification of that tutoring, and that would be 5 points that would be added to that essay's grade. And you can do that with 3 test essays. Second extra credit option is at the end of the semester, you're going to be given an opportunity to evaluate your instructors, not just me, but all your college instructors. If you will send me a photograph just showing the completion of that evaluation, I will allow you to add 5 points to any assignment except the argumentative essay. Third, you're going to notice at the bottom of the modules, okay, and this will pop up probably next week, you're going to have 4 grammar quizzes, and they may be discussing topics such as run-ons, comma splices, fragments, subject-verb agreement, errors. And you can read through those sections and take the quizzes, and if you complete all 4 quizzes by the end of the semester, I will add 10 points to an assignment of your choice. Again, we're going to have online discussions. You're going to learn how to appropriately online post. This is the actual rubric for that. Also, professional writing will be completing the semester to help you in your future job searches. These are the rubrics for all of those assignments: the cover letter, the resume, the visual resume. You are going to complete an APA abstract. Again, that summary of an article in an APA formatted paragraph. Your final is an argumentative essay. That will be something that's written over a span of probably about 2.5 to 3 weeks. Reasonable accommodation. If any of you have any type of physical or learning disability, you first need to contact Darla Lyons. Again, you can contact her office via email or phone number, and she will want to meet with you and probably sit down and talk about the accommodations that we as the instructors need to make for you to have a better learning environment, whether it's on campus or online. And then she will very discreetly email us a list of the accommodations that need to be made. So make sure to, register as soon as possible. Behavior, you're going to notice as far as with behavior, we do expect you to act in a respectful manner to your instructor, to your classmates, to anyone on campus. So please ensure that you act in a professional manner, whether it's in the classroom or online. Cell phone etiquette, this is more of an issue if you're going to be in the classroom. Just make sure that you're respectful of your cell phone. Read through this in more detail. You may want to pull up the PowerPoint by itself, which is going to be below the video version of it on the syllabus section of the modules, and just ensure that you follow these. And I'll remind you of these if you come to class. Also, try to avoid leaving the classroom, unless it's an emergency. And again, just make sure that you're respectful while you're in the college environment, whether it's physically or on the online kind of environment. Also, academic dishonesty, we expect you to do your own work, and do understand if you plagiarize, the repercussion will be that if you're caught cheating, stealing someone else's language, that you will receive a 0 for the assignment. And as always, okay, I know I went over this information quickly in the slideshow, but you do have a more in-depth version on Canvas in those sections I mentioned on the first video. Look back at those so you'll really see in detail what our course is about, what our rules and policies and procedures are. And just know we're kind of learning with you this semester. We have never done a high flex schedule. I have taught a hybrid class before, and I have taught an online class before, but this is new for everyone. So we're going to see what works and see what doesn't. And as students, you can tell us what you like and what you dislike about this new schedule. As a whole, I hope that you find English Composition 1 rewarding, and I hope that you take something from this course. And if anything, I hope it's a distraction from some of the stressful events that we have going on this semester. It's been a pleasure to meet you. I look forward to physically meeting some of you on Friday. If I don't meet you ever in person, I look forward to learning more about you through our online environment. And just remember, you have those 3 options to attend class, and hopefully you will find those high flex classes workable with your schedule. Thank you.